All right, hey, we're back. We're moving into the hero pose for a gentle flow of moon salutations. It's really lovely for introspective, grounding, calming. It's very energetic in the, what's going on inside that you're without actually exerting energy physically. I don't know if that made any sense. So if you're not comfortable in hero pose, you're welcome to use the prop we were just talking about, a little log and half blanket, and you can just straddle it to keep pressure off your knees and your ankles, whatever works for you. No hero, just sit and in an easy pose, the crisscross applesauce, a little classic. It was not crisscross applesauce when we were kids, but times change. So moon salutations, ground down to the space between you and the earth. Tune into the breath. Let your torso expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. Bring prayer hands Anjali Mudra, where the knuckles of the thumb meet the breastbone and palms press together. Try to keep the inhales and exhales even, and don't worry so much about keeping up with me as I offer instructions for movement. On your next inhale, bring prayer hands to the crown of your head, elbows apart, and exhale, pause here. Then inhale, arms up, palms face forward. Relax the shoulders. And exhale, lean forward, place the palms of the hands on the earth. Forehead to the ground if you have it. And then inhale, make a diamond with your hands. And they're going to be sort of framing your forehead as it comes to the earth. So this all happens as you slide. Then pause for a breath. On an inhale, lean up, hands come to shoulder width apart, and you've got cobra chest. Shoulders away from the ears and the chest is broad. Neck in line with the spine. On your next exhale, draw the hands up. Prayer hands come to the forehead or third eye center. And then exhale, palms face your face. The tops of your middle finger line up with your eyebrows. Don't touch your face. Pause for a breath. And on your next exhale, draw the hands to heart center. And that completes one round. Pause here for a breath. It was a little bit awkward because it's not normal moves, but we'll try to move through it with a little bit more flow. On your next inhale, draw prayer hands up to the crown of your head and pause for an exhale. Inhale the arms up with the palms face forward, and exhale into a bowing position. Inhale here, and exhale, slide your fingers into a diamond shape and rest your forehead in the middle of them. And pause here for a whole breath. On your next inhale, come up into a kneeling cobra. And then exhale, the hands glide up. Thumbs to the third eye center. Inhale. And exhale, palms in front of the face. Don't touch your face. Pause for a breath. exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and exhale. We'll do this once more. Inhale, palms to the crown of the head. Exhale. Inhale, arms up, palms face forward. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale. Exhale, slide fingers to diamond shape, place the forehead between them. And pause here for a whole breath. Inhale up into a kneeling cobra. Inhale, slide the hands up for hands to the third eye center. Exhale, palms in front of the face. Don't touch your face. Inhale, palms together, and exhale to heart center. Pause here in your center for a couple of breaths. Check in with the alignment of your spine, the position of your shoulders, the tension or relaxation in your jaw and tongue. And work your way into a seated position. You can sit on your blanket if you like. And again, come back to your center. Revisit the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Where did you feel that in your body? What place were you in your mind? Restate your intention 3 times. Then bring your right hand, I don't know if I'm mirroring you or not, how this is recording, bring your right hand to your left knee, and your left knee on the floor just behind your hip. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, create a sense of twisting, broadening through the chest, looking over your shoulder. Inhale, come back to a lengthened spine. And exhale, enhance your twist. One more time. Inhale and lengthen. Find your center. And exhale, expand around your center. Expand and twist. And then inhale your way back to center. Pause here for a breath or 2. And bring your left hand to your right knee, right hand by your hip on the floor. You can use fingertips or the finger pads of your palm. Inhale and lengthen through the spine all the way to the crown of your head. Exhale, expand your chest and look over your shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And work your way back to center. Pausing again for a breath or 2. Now move your props out of your way if you had any. come into your space, into a tabletop. Finding your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and find a balanced spine. You might want to find that through a couple of tabletops. Sometimes we don't know what our neutral is until we get far enough out of it. I'm going to adjust my clothes while I'll do that. Find a neutral pelvis, a neutral spine, neutral chest. Again, in your hands, if you can't find comfort by pushing the weight out towards your fingers, you can use fists. Or if you have, something to grab, just to get that weight up off the wrists, like a wedge or a pillow or something. But for now, what we're going to do are some tabletop sun salutations. So as we inhale, come into the cow, arch your spine and look forward, shoulders back from the ears. And exhale into a cat, rounding the back and the shoulders, putting a beach ball between you and the floor. And then inhale up into a plank. You can do a knee plank or a full plank. Again, find a neutral pelvis. You don't want your butt too far up or too far down. Shoulders broad. And exhale, chaturanga, the best way that you feel in this moment. You can do knees, chest, chin. And then inhale up into a cobra or an upward facing dog, whatever feels good for you. Upward facing dog is like a cobra, but it's on the tops of your feet rather than with your pelvis on the floor. And then you'll exhale back into a downward facing dog. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to get that full extension from your hands to your shoulders and then up through your spine. And then work on straightening out the legs over time. And exhale, knees to the floor, and come back into a child's pose for about 2 breaths. And then inhale back up into a tabletop. I'm a headless instructor here. There we go. Okay. Find neutrality and stability in your hands and feet. Inhale, roll up the spine into a cow. Exhale, roll down into a cat. Inhale, lift yourself up into a plank. Exhale down into a chaturanga. Keep your elbows by your side. Inhale up into a cobra or an upward facing dog. Broad through the chest. And exhale, tuck the toes and come back into a downward facing dog. Bend your knees as much as you need to. If you're like me, you need more grip on the floor with your hands, so it was really awkward for me. One more breath. And exhale the knees down and come back into a child's pose. Pause for a breath. And bring yourself back up into a tabletop. Roll up into a cow, look forward, broaden through the chest. Exhale, roll up the spine into a cat. Inhale up into a plank. Strong in the arms, let the bones do the work. And exhale, drop down into a chaturanga. Inhale, slide or lift up into a cobra, upward facing dog, and exhale back into downward facing dog. On your next exhale, come down on your knees into a child's pose. And pause for a breath. And then come up into a tabletop. Pausing here for a breath. Finding your legs. Inhale into a cow. Exhale, roll down into a cat. Inhale up into a plank. Exhale down into chaturanga. Inhale up into cobra or up dog. And exhale into a downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Focus on the tailbone coming up to the sky. Weight out towards the fingers. And exhale onto the knees, back into child's pose for 1 breath. And back into a tabletop. We're going to do 1 more round. Inhale, roll to an arched spine, cow. Exhale to a rounded spine, cat. Inhale up into a strong plank. Exhale down into a chaturanga. Elbows at your side. Inhale, slide forward into a cobra or up dog, whatever you like. And exhale back into a downward facing dog. 2 breaths. And then come down onto your knees into a child's pose for 2 breaths. Now you're welcome to stay in child's pose. You're welcome to bring in a cushion, some blankets, and curl up into that child's pose and stay there for a few breaths in the comfort of closeness, of rest. And you're also welcome to roll onto your back into a shavasana. And wherever you are, wherever you decide to end up for this practice, I invite you to open your senses to see with your mind's eye the inner workings of your being as you feel relaxed. What does relaxation look like on the inside? Allow your body to settle down towards the earth. As the body grows heavier, the spirit can grow lighter. Make the breath optimal for your being. Do you want it full? Do you want it gentle? Do you want it slow and mindful? Stay with this feeling, sensing and knowing of peace and calm for as long as you like. Namaste.